We are back with the Screen Team, and it's all here right on KWOC, where we're giving you movie reviews, new and old. And this particular review we're getting ready to do is a new movie. It's Pirates of the Caribbean. It's the fifth one in the installment. And what's the name of this one, guys?
Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Mm-hmm. Number 5 in the series. And I'm not a Pirates of the Caribbean fan. In fact, I loathe the series. So I've got Sabrina and I've got Angie here to give a more partial review. And well, first off, guys, before we get into the plot, what were your thoughts? Did you guys enjoy the film?
First of all, I got to ask him a question. So, what was the last one you watched?
Number 4.
Number 4. Oh, yeah, that was the one with Penelope Cruz.
And that was horrible.
It was pretty horrible.
That
I think I even agreed with you
movie.
on that. I think we reviewed it, and I agreed with you. Isn't that correct? Yeah.
Number 3 to me was way too long.
That was the World one.
Yeah, the World's
End of
End.
the World or something.
I really like number 2.
Yeah.
And the first one was okay to me.
Yeah.
But number 2 is my favorite for sure.
Right. Well, I liked this one. I thought they totally redeemed themselves from the last one.
So the thing is, with this one, number 5, you don't even need to see number 4. It goes back to the one back in 2007 and follows the Turner's plot. So
is that it takes you back to number 3?
Yes.
Gotcha.
And when you say Turner, we're talking about Will Turner? Is that right?
We are talking about Will Turner, who has been cursed to fly the Dutchman and be captain of it to return all the souls or get the souls to the afterworld. So his son, Henry Turner, is trying to break the curse from his father.
And his son, at the end of number 3, we saw what's her first name? His wife. They're not married, right? Are they? Are they married? I don't even know.
Elizabeth.
Thank you, Elizabeth. So he and Elizabeth, at the very end, they show this clip of them running down, and he has a son, a child. Yes. And then he has to go back on the ship. So he's only allowed on ground every 10 years.
Yes.
And so we start this movie off with the reveal of his 10-year-old son.
Yes.
And gosh, they couldn't have picked a better looking kid.
Right.
And he's determined to break the curse and bring his father home to he and his mother. And he does that by breaking the rules and calling his father. He finds him, sources out everything, and is studying the sea and its myths and everything. He finds his father and he pulls him up to him, and then his father says, "You need to stop, and you need to go, and you need to stop all of this because you're never going to save me." Right. And you need to know that going in, because the whole rest of the movie is 9 years later. Mm-hmm. And you've got this 19, 20-year-old kid, and he is still trying, and he gets into all sorts of trouble, just like his father. And he meets a girl.
Yeah, they are looking. What can break his father's curse is the trident of Poseidon.
Yeah.
And she's looking for the trident of Poseidon, too, because her father's legend is to try and find this trident.
And she's learned to study the stars and study time.
Yes, she's an astronomer.
An astronomer and a horologist.
So she studies the stars and time. So
yeah.
Is she related to anybody in the...
That we cannot reveal. You will have to watch the movie in order to find that one out.
Well, her legend is that you discover who her father is, but you don't ever get to meet him. Because she was given this book, and she tells you right from the beginning, this is my birthright, this was given to me by my father, and he was a great man who studied all of these things, and his life was cut short or something like that, and so she's determined to follow the legacy that was handed down to her. And she does that.
So we've hit a lot on the Turner family. We also hit a lot on the new characters we have in this. What about some of our old familiar characters, starting with Jack Sparrow? What'd you think of him?
Jack, he is actually... Barbossa is also in the movie, and Barbossa has the bigger pirate crew, and people are turning away from Jack because...
Well, he rules the seas. Right. Yeah, Barbossa does. Mm-hmm. And Jack is assumed dead, but he reveals himself in a very entertaining way, and he's up to his old tricks, and he has no ship. Mm-hmm. Well, he has a ship, but it's in a bottle. which we've seen in the past. Their ships hit bottles, and his crew is still around, and so you see a lot of familiar faces. But the turmoil comes when Barbossa learns that the Spanish pirate Salazar is searching for Jack Sparrow, and he is stuck in the Devil's Triangle, and the ships are... There's like a ship that ends up going into the Devil's Triangle, and it sets Salazar loose. And in that, and what actually sets him loose is a secret. I can't tell you. It's something that Jack does. Jack is the reason he's in there. So you know how Jack is. He just sort of like rum is the number one thing, and that's all I can tell you. And so, yeah, he's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve. He always accidentally does things amazing and wonderful and stupid all at the same time, and he is full on Jack Sparrow through the entire movie.
So though there's no new depth to Jack Sparrow.
There's no new depth.
Yes,
he has blonde streaks in his hair.
What about his character? Is there anything new? Because when you look at when you look at the trailer, there's a young looking Jack Sparrow.
Yes.
Do they dive into that?
Only barely. That's when you learn that Jack is the reason that Salazar is in the Devil's Triangle and how he got his name.
I've read some reviews that this story, at least this picture right here, delves deeper into Barbossa's character than it does Jack Sparrow's character. Would you agree?
Yes, but it doesn't spend a lot of the movie doing it. You only just sort of like... You know how they just sort of like, they introduce this, you got this plot, and then all at the end, they just submerge everything into one pot and they shake it around and they go, see? It all turns into one big pot of soup.
You had mentioned Captain Salazar.
Yeah. Was I saying their name wrong? I don't know.
No, he's got that accent, which makes it kind of cool.
I'm dumb.
What did you think of Javier Bardem? Did you guys think he was a good villain for this franchise? Angie?
I thought he was good. He was he had that Spanish flair, so it was a different kind of pirate. But yeah, he was a good villain.
And he's not a pirate.
No, he wasn't a pirate.
He's not a pirate.
Was he menacing to the characters that you guys loved and cared about?
Absolutely.
Yes.
He's mad. Just plain mad from spending centuries in that... Not centuries. 20, 30 years, I don't know, however long.
Decades?
Yeah. But yeah, he spent too much time in the dark. But his story is revealed. You learn how he became the man that... The man... They don't call him a pirate. He's not a pirate. He's just a man with revenge on his heart. And his crew is... They're just creepy. The special effects are really amazing to watch. The fact... There was one thing that I kept wondering, like, why is his hair floating as a being? Why his, but nobody else's? And you find out why. And I was like, yes, that makes perfect sense. Okay. But a lot of little things, like, I don't think there was anything left unanswered for this movie. You don't go out going, well, what about that? I didn't have any questions at the end, and I enjoyed it. In fact, I set the whole place alive at one point because I screamed out loud. I think somebody threw their popcorn in the air again. A shark came out of the water, and I was watching it in 3D.
They needed a bigger boat.
So do you guys want to see another one?
Yes. I want more. I can never get enough Jack Sparrow. Are they making another one?
Angie.
At the ending scene, stay for the ending. It kind of
there's an Easter egg.
Yeah, to maybe something more.
But do you want another one?
If Will Turner's in it, yes.
Looks like Will Turner's going to be in it, right?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Oh, I thought you were reading something like you're going to be like, yeah, no, you're going to see more. So you have nothing to reveal to us?
No, I think it's probably going to be decided on how well the box office does when it's done. So, gotcha. I mean, money talks. If they make $1 billion, it'd be ridiculous not to make another one.
Right. Well, I will say this. We were laughing about it. The only thing I picked on about was Elizabeth's hair was brown in this movie, and she was blonde in the others.
She can't change her hairstyle?
No, it's unheard of. And I also pointed out that Jack Sparrow had blonde locks. He had streaks in his hair. I don't recall that being a thing.
So do you guys want to buy this? You want to have it for your collection when it comes out on DVD?
Yes, absolutely.
I think it's a great movie. I think it was funny. It had romance. It had sword fights, and then the new character, the lady, I think she was a good, strong female character in the role. It wasn't like she was
Definitely.
trying to be, woe's me. No,
she's not another Elizabeth by any means.
She was able to fight. So I think it brought a lot of good things to the movie, and yes, I would own this one.
Do you have to be a fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean previous films to enjoy this one?
I would say you would have to watch 1 through 3 at some point in time to get onto this
to get the layers.
Yeah. I mean, it's not 100% necessary. They describe it in the first 10 minutes, but if you know more of the backstory, it helps.
All right. Sounds good. Guys, thank you so much for the review. Very insightful. It is Pirates of the Caribbean. Which one is this one?
Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Yeah, exactly. It's number 5 in the series. You can find it, of course, in theaters right now. We're going to be back at you next week with some more movie reviews. In fact, we'll be reviewing the brand new Wonder Woman movie. Looking forward to that. We got some other good ones coming your way next week as well. For Angie, Sabrina, Chris, we are the Screen Team, and we want you to know before you
go.
Go.